Andrew. He's had his virtual hand raised for like an hour by now.
Hand down, man.
Hey, Marcus. Yesterday, Kawhi was saying that the challenge is staying even keel throughout the playoffs because there's going to be, wins and losses. I guess what's doing that in practice though? What is the challenge of actually doing that after you guys come off a loss such as last night?
Being a veteran team, we put the onus on ourselves. We had a comfortable lead. And we should have put that game away. We should have stuck to what we was doing, and that's been one of our Achilles heels. Just kind of messing with the game when we get up, and to get to where we're trying to get to, and that's being champions. We have to be better. That has nothing to do with coaching. That's on the players, and we've talked about that. We have to be better. The goal is to win a championship, and good teams. Once we got them up, we got to put them away.
Thanks, Marcus.
We'll move over to Ohm.
Hey, Marcus, what you were just saying that the players have kind of talks amongst themselves to be better. Was this after the game last night or today during film session? And what were guys saying to each other specifically?
It wasn't like a specific thing. It was right after the game. We knew clear, what it was. And I think P said it best to the media. We had that game in control. We had them right where we wanted them at, and we took our foot off the gas. And I think everybody told, man, we just all realized that, and it was said, and then that was it. It wasn't no meeting, it wasn't nothing like that. We all know our capabilities, and it was one of those things where we have to keep going and sticking to the script and finishing business.
Okay, we're gonna move over to Cormier.
Hey, Marcus. Just to follow up on that, though, I'm curious. What can you credit some of you guys have had big leads throughout the playoffs and through the season, but you guys have kind of just given those up. I don't really know if you can afford that in the playoffs now. Like, what can you credit those lost leads in games? Is it lack of focus? Is it taking your foot off the pedal, or is it just teams making?
I think it's just taking our foot off the pedal. At times, obviously, I think we just, we lean on our, I think we just lean on us being as good as we are, on paper, and not, actually just finishing the game. And, it's only happened twice, so, it's no overreaction. And, sometimes it's needed just to, so we can keep reiterating that as we continue to go. And, I think it's just us being, as good as we are, and just leaning on that, just, the talent, and not finishing, playing hard or finishing our cuts, still rebound and still defending as hard as we possibly can, things like that.
Okay, we're gonna move inside Orlando. We're gonna go to Kyle.
Hey, Doc was saying that if the coaches had picked out all the film that they wanted to go over, you guys would take till tomorrow to go through it all. But from your eyes, what was sort of the balance of negative and positive in the film today? And then what was sort of the most glaring thing to you as we can fix this right away?
Just the intensity, just, when we don't score a couple times, getting to our sets, going to our money plays, getting the ball in the guys' hands that we need to be, and just playing off of them. I don't think it was a big thing. But obviously, they're desperate, they're fighting. Guy hit off the glass three-pointer. That was just, our defense and things like that, and not getting back on defense. And hey, man, kudos to them. But we know what we did that we can be better at. We know we're the better team. Just, continue to match the intensity. If we play desperate, good riddance for them.
We'll move down. We'll stay inside Orlando. We'll go to Michael.
Hi, I'm just curious. Does it still feel weird with no crowd there and no chance of we got to go on the road if we don't win this game, that kind of thing?
Maybe a little bit, but shit, I don't think none of us want to go to Denver. So I think we kind of feel good about that, because that altitude plays a major factor in their game. So, I mean, at this point, we've been here. I think everybody's settled in. We know that, that's not going to be the case. So, we're just trying to take care of business, man. And, last game they played hard. We had a comfortable lead at the end of the third, and they made some shots coming in. Kudos to them, but I think we go back and we fix it, and and we do what we're supposed to do.
But if losing that means you got to get on a plane and go to Denver,
Yeah, that would
is
have
the
been tough.
urgency there more?
Yeah, that would have been tough if we was in LA and then had to go to Denver. Yeah, that would have been tough. I think guys would have been more upset about that, because obviously, it's a tough place to play. Being as though it's playoff time, the crowd would definitely be into it. And, but we're here now, and game 6 tomorrow, 1:00, and we'll be ready.
Okay, we'll move over to Miriam.
Hey, Marcus. So on the film tip, I know during the season, way back before the pandemic started, that you guys were watching film as like players only film sessions a little bit. Have you guys been able to do that in the bubble at all? And then
no,
yeah.
but we've been watching with Doc, and we've just been speaking up. Guys been saying their piece and what they think, and he's giving us the floor to be able to speak and see what we think. So I think at this point, there's no need for the players thing. I think we've been playing well enough. I think it's just small lapses that we've had in games where we're getting up. We were up 20 against the Mavericks. We were up 16 against them. These are games that, that's in our grasp. So we just touch on small parts, and, things are being said. And we're not going to overreact.